Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. Running with purpose. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down and 10 now. They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Perkins. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at midfield. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Knights pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. And now the running back's got it again.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Tonight, starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They feed the fullback this time. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking to scramble now. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Refusing to be brought down. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
This one will be fair caught. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10 now. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, TCU.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Looking downfield, it's Perkins. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Now it's second down here. Ball handed off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? On third and short, they hand the ball off. Stout defense. They stuff it from this angle. I don't think he got the first down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this 4th down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. Get after him with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Heading left after the handoff. Powers through. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Perkins. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Crucial third down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. But man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Perkins. Looks like he's going to run it. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the 1st down marker.
1st down here for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat.
And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. He's at the 50. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Knights will line up on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The back's got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return man decides to signal fair kick. And the Horned offense takes the field now. Here's that defense shifting again. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Texas Christian. It was a foot race and he won it. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He bought some time, now lets it go.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A running play called on 4th down. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
The Knights will have 1st and 10 here. And here's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the toss play now, running left. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it falls incomplete.
Complete.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance to take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They start the drive with a good throw to the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Okay, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, TCU.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's a difficult matchup. And here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Looking right, this one caught. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
First down, looking to throw the football. Cut quickly. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it in the third quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Knights pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Ball handed off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing second and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, UCF. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He grabs it inside the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to...
Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And the wideout goes in motion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it.
And here comes a deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Getting set. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. Fighting him off. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And he drops back in the gun. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Crossing the 40. Oh, and he breaks breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Knights will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. TCU offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.